I want to request a palliative care consultation.
Thank you for calling us. Let me get some information.
I want to have a feeding tube placed.
A feeding tube. Tell me about the patient.
The patient has failed a swallow study. She is DNR.
How old is the patient?
The patient is a 92-year-old female.
How long has she been in the hospital?
This is the 7th hospital day. She needs a feeding tube.
Why is she in the hospital?
An ambulance brought her to the emergency room. She fell.
What is her diagnosis? Why did she fall?
Her diagnosis: failed swallow study. DNR. Nursing home resident.
When you took a history, what diagnoses were listed in her past medical history?
Past medical history. Her chart says she has type 2 diabetes, heart failure, chronic kidney disease. She has metastatic breast cancer, dementia, and a history of a stroke. She is out of date for a pap smear.
Why did you order a swallow study?
The patient was not eating.
Have you determined why she is not eating?
She is unconscious.
This is a 92-year-old woman with metastatic cancer, dementia, and is unconscious. And you want to have a feeding tube placed?
Yes. She is not eating. She failed a swallow study.
Of course she failed a swallow study. She is unconscious. Why is she unconscious?
The CAT scan showed a new stroke. She has 15 millimeters of midline shift and uncal herniation. She has aspiration pneumonia. She is in the intensive care unit on a ventilator. She is DNR.
Have you spoken to her family?
Of course. Her 95-year-old husband was informed that his wife needs a feeding tube. She failed a swallow study.
What type of advance directive does she have?
She has a pulsed form. She is DNR.
What does the pulsed form say about artificial feeding?
The patient does not want a feeding tube.
So how can we help you? It seems the patient had previously decided that she never wanted a feeding tube.
Yes. But we want you to convince the family that the patient needs a feeding tube. She is not eating. She failed a swallow study.
This is insane. Your patient is dying.
But she is not eating. She failed a swallow study.